I can show you something down to earth. A little story with exemplary composition. A successful sophomore release that hints to the great potential behind its creator. 7 sweet volumes of children destroying each other and their collective journey to adulthood. Yoshitoki Oima's A Silent Voice. What we have here is a drama about bullying. I know what it looks like. While the story is centered around these two, I wouldn't give this to a reader looking for a love story. Don't be too underwhelmed by its high school setting, either. Oima isn't a lazy writer, and she keeps her school environment relevant, while giving a ton of time to separate, notable outdoor locations. Keep your eye out for the bridge. It fits, given the narrative arc of our characters, especially the protagonist you'll have to follow. A Silent Voice is about the lasting effects folks can thoughtlessly have on each other. I was led on, excited to witness a bit of romance, with self-conscious characters confronting a shared past. Can't say I was left disappointed. A Silent Voice is easy for me to like. Oima sticks to that loving touch and positions her characters in relevant ways. She's great at using a character's view to establish space, or expanding the space they're in. Yoshitoki Oima is easy for me to like. Boom, here you go, a balanced serving of manga from a steady up-and-comer. Thanks, Kodansha. She creates with a visible affection for her cast. Everyone is given weight and carries themselves trying to fold their pain into something useful. Speculate the efforts of a troublesome boy. Shuya tries admirably to win a friendship he had long ago destroyed. Dude's a terrible friend and a dim-witted child. Well, he was. Shuya's at the age where he won't be a child for much longer. He doesn't want to grow into the little shithead he was. So the chance for Shuya to befriend Shoko came too soon. Their bridge was burnt. Long ago, Shuya found his deaf classmate too annoying not to abuse daily. Messing with Shoko was his misguided hobby, a go-to risk that kept his days daring. Checking off the last entry on his bucket list, Shuya has ambitiously come to make amends. There's the setup. Well, it's a distant summary, but it's all you need to know to catch on to what peaks in A Silent Voice. This setup hinges on 2 ideas that the author will explore: communication and becoming an adult. Their focus is a subtle strength, constantly moving the story forward. With that said, there's a lot of charm in just having these two trying to talk to one another. They have to get past a lot of hurt just to say anything, and what comes out falters with the pitfalls of their respective attitudes. Like how Shuya can't relax around her because of his mixed and terrible feelings from the child he was. Panels are wonderfully arranged to squeeze his battle with this awkward barrier to fit into one page. Turn to the next. We're invited to share the moment when his worries take the back seat. It was never a drag that Shuya wasn't past his history as a tormentor. His shame motivates him. It has made him focus. Others confront him, even throw him under the bus, and Shuya is left with plenty of scenarios to show off his character naturally. Little dipshit Shuya has taken time to reassess. He can almost see that everyone is a person. Then, with dread, can he become someone to them? Someone who is worth more than the pain he caused. Someone he doesn't hate. Shuya's point of view comes with fun visual additions, and he pushes through this story with a strong sense of direction. He's a neat, troubled lead, trying to change the life he hates. Shoko, on the other hand, has been kept distant from the life she wants. There's an uncomfortable sense of guilt she carries. Shoko feels responsible for what her deafness has caused. Just to exist, Shoko feels like a burden to others. She has been barred from the childhood she wanted and tried to have, and that her family struggled to provide. There's her motivation, and she pushes on, shouldering her worries. There's more to Shoko than being deaf, but it can't be disregarded while characterizing her. There are special, spotlight moments where minor characters notice that she and Shuya are gesturing in sign. It's a huge visual element that we'll explore in our follow-up. But what you need to know is that the mangaka maximizes on this visually. Getting to know Shoko throughout these 7 volumes is made fun by Oima seizing precious moments. This is a girl that's taking the opportunity to be happy. In volumes 1, 2, and 3, she sets on a path to make new friends, to make right what had soured with old friends, and to adjust with her family, catching up to all the good times that were stolen from her. Shoko is a brave, everyday person that can't help but be daunted by the life she hates. These two have reconnected, but their past didn't happen in a bubble. A silent voice is further complicated by a circle of friends that are all in it as deep as them. Not this guy, but the others, though they played a very good part in motivating the harassment Shoko faced. Much of what they do is take up time getting in the couple's way. A silent voice tries to level the whole circle, our main couple, their inner family, the secondary friends, and even a few beyond that. Characters bounce off our main pair, forging their own connections and finding their own answers. It would have been easy for the author to write Shuya off as mean-spirited for his unstructured family situation, but Yoshitoki Oima seems to like her cast too much to damn them. Some might say that she gives them too much weight. Oima shows the good intentions that these characters have and keeps this group in a positive light. Everyone is trying to make sense of their recent childhoods. With that in mind, try reading a volume and make sense of the adulthood that these characters exemplify. A Silent Voice is more about bullying than other, more romantic matters. These kids are confused, pressing through a vulnerable time. They're learning what values to stand by as they grow to become adults. There's a lot of blushing, still. If you want intimacy with your harsh themes, click here and have a gander at something a little more risque. I've been glossing over the entire series thus far. If you're curious, jump in earlier than Volume 4. If you can only find Volume 2, you'll be thrown into the present, where the pain is happening, where the family's at, and where our protagonists begin the crucial steps to make it right again. Or are they making the same mistakes? Doomed to growing into foolishly conceited adults. Regardless, I am a feelsy reader and I got what I came for. I'm here for him, and I'm here for her, and I'm here for the chance to see them confess. To see if they can live up to who they want to be. This pair is endearing and it's hard to put them down. Shoko and Shuya fill the world with the tension that they're working past. These are the bits that hold me a blush. If you really want to get down to it, A Silent Voice conveys a calm, open view of communication and growth. I was taken to a couple heights, peaks, if you will, when these motifs were given a dual meaning, flipping what was bad and good, and leaving me with something precious, wherein failed communication was the best thing ever for the parties involved. All of this wouldn't be possible without a talented mangaka. Join me next time as I take a look at some of Yoshitoki Oima's techniques that helped A Silent Voice get nominated for an Eisner. I'm not sure if I could call this a debut, as she drew the Marduk Scramble manga, but this is her first time with control over the writing as well. She's not making sense of someone else's characters anymore. In that regard, A Silent Voice is a great addition to her body of work, although her attention to character might be better suited to her latest series, To You, the Immortal.